at the turn, I'm playing so bad because I'm jealous because, they're with Halle Berry and I'm with, Chuck Berry. And I decided to quit. I said, I'm done, right? So I'm tired. I'm there. All of a sudden, Cyrus comes driving by. I said, what's wrong with you? He's like, I got food poisoning. Go play with the president. I was like, for some reason, I felt better. So I drive up. He's like, hey, Chris, nice of you to join us. I said, sir, I just went from Southwest to Air Force One in 3 minutes. And then I got to play. And then every year since then, I play with them.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
So how's Obama's game?
Man.
He could play. And I didn't want him to be able to be good so I could talk shit. We bet every time we play. But he can play. Left-handed, he plays this little draw. You know what I mean? And he doesn't really get in any trouble. You know what I mean? Some people are just steady.
Is he conservative though, pretty much? Is that what it is?
He's conservative.
Yeah.
But yet he's a Democrat.
What's up, guys, and welcome to another brand new episode of Par 3 Podcast. I am one of your hosts, Ben Baller. Got my man, Stephen Malbon, and we have my man, J.R. Smith, who got stuck in some bad weather via Zoom. Today's special guest is actually somebody that I've known for 30 years of my life and plays golf and is in the inner circle. He is a comedian, actor, producer, everything you could think of extraordinaire. OG, my man, Chris Spencer. What's good, man?
Glad to be here, you
That should
guys.
clap to welcome to the first tee, Chris.
What's up, y'all?
What's up,
I
Chris?
feel like I'm overdressed. I should have on some Malbon. Is there a commercial? I need
We
to
can switch it
have on
out.
some new stuff. Okay, great. I'm great. This is great. I'm so proud of you guys. I've watched, and you guys are so natural. It's like I taught you something.
Chris, I just started playing, a year ago, so it's like,
No, I'm not even talking about your golf. I'm talking about your hosting skills are fucking incredible.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
your golf game he's weird. Have you seen him play? Right? He just started, and don't take this as a diss. You have a natural form that doesn't overdo it like a lot of women, right? You ever see women? They don't try hard. They just kind of pull the club up, they drop it, they turn, and they have a perfect follow through because they're not trying to muscle it. That's what you have.
I mean, you were there the first week
Yes.
at Weddington when I was
You
swinging.
said that
and then-
wasn't a diss?
No, it wasn't a diss. I'm saying it's fluidity.
Okay.
You know what I mean? That's what we're all striving to be fluid. You know what I mean?
Right.
I mean, you remember after like 3 months, and you're like, what the hell? What happened?
Yes. No.
It's funny.
Now, it didn't go straight, but the way you fucking held it, it didn't go straight, but you held it perfect. That's what we all strive to be.
Well, man, I'm glad to have you here. And I just kind of wanted to start off, man. What is your earliest golf memory?
So most black people my age, 23, most black people that are like 50 and above, we all, listen, and you could go up to anybody. You see a brother playing golf, you say, when did you start? 75% will say 97. And that's when Tiger got the jacket.
Yeah.
That Monday, me, Will Smith, Flex, Alex Thomas, Dwayne Martin, we all were in Roger Dunn in these little golf shops trying to figure out, okay, there's something out there that we do that won't tear our ACL, our knees, and our backs. And it was golf. 97.
Damn,
Studio City.
that was a long time ago.
I should be better by now, huh, right?
Yes.
Okay, so
You
97.
were supposed to say that fucking quick. Thanks.
Is that when you fell in love with the game of golf, or when did you fall in love?
Immediately. It was like, okay, this is, you hit that one drive, you know what I mean? You're like, oh, now you might, I've never done crack, but I think that's the equivalent. You're chasing that one hit, you know what I mean? And I remember the day I fell in love. It was at Mountain Gate. It was like hole number 4 or 5. It was a par 4. It was like 280. And I just kind of, and I equate that looseness you have, the lady swing I'm talking about, to Ron Del Barrio, who's been on the show. You kind of just go like this, and I fucking dropped and turned, which you do great too. You turn your head beautifully, and it went, and it hasn't gone since that day.
Yeah, who's the funniest Wayans?
It depends, because they're all funny in different ways, right? Pen to paper, Keenan or Sean.
Okay.
Stand-up purist, Damon. Performer now, I don't know if you saw Marlon's last special.
Oh man, it was amazing.
It's
I
like,
heard it was amazing.
You know, I told him, I was like, listen, your first special, you were auditioning to be a comedian. The second special was like, oh, okay. And the third one, like, you are in the fraternity now. Like, you are a real, true comedian. To take one topic and do it for an hour is something that nobody has ever done.
I noticed that. Like the way he how he talked about Chris just badgering him since kid, you know, since I'm gonna get you sucker, like, and then the evolution of it and to come back to it every few minutes, I was like, yo, you keep talking about this,
incredible.
and then it ended up being amazing.
Amazing. Talked about his relationship with Jada, his relationship with Will, his relationship with Tupac. And then the culmination of, you know, the slap, which everybody's talked about, but nobody's talked about it in his angle. Like if you go to a comedy club and hear people talk about the slap, it's the same shit. The motherfucker would have slapped me. You hear that? He wouldn't have slapped Terry Crews. You know, it's the same. You know what I mean? It's that. He ain't slapped 50 Cent, you know? So the way he did it, it was masterful.
Have you ever played with any golf with any of the Wayans brothers or no?
Damon and I Damon was there in 97 with me at Whitsett. Yeah.
Does he play still?
That had to be a hell of an experience for somebody who worked at Roger Dunn.
Oh, to see all these people coming in?
What,
like all your favorite blacks?
Oh my goodness.
You know something funny though? So I've known you for 30 years, right? So I've known Flex for 30 years.
Yes.
I didn't know Flex played.
Oh.
So I run the Flex at Roger Dunn. Mm-hmm. This is probly, this is, again, my first few months.
All right. You could talk anytime you want to.
Yeah,
we've known each other for a while.
Soaking it all in over here. Why would I talk with your funny ass?
But Chris, I didn't know he was good. I didn't know he was like a 3, 4,
like
5, whatever it is. You know what I'm saying?
Flex can play.
I didn't know he was legit single.
Yeah. Flex he doesn't sway away from his game. Like me, like if I'm walking down the stairs and a girl goes, I swing better when I straighten my leg. I'll be like, I'm gonna start straightening my leg.
Yeah, and so how many different swings do you have?
Well,
Ron, you listening, Ron?
From Ron Del Barrio alone, there's 46 swings, right? Because Ron doesn't remember the shit he just told you, right? So I told him, listen, don't fucking change what you just told me, right? And I remember your episode, he's like, lift the pinky toe, and then, so I realized why he does that, but I'm still thinking it, you know what I mean? He's like, hum, do your swing while you're humming. And I do it, right? Then the next day, all right, he'll be like, do your swing, but don't ever hum. I'm like, you just told me.
Yeah.
He said, no, that was a drill. I go, no, they're all drills. I was like, okay, hum, but nothing like jazz. I'm like, motherfucker, I had no songs. I was just humming. He has so many tricks. Recently, he told me, so my problem is I come too far inside, right? And so we've always worked on me trying to take it out that way, take it out this way, right? So yesterday he said, just, put it on your neck and turn. I said, if I put it on my neck, I'll probably go inside. It won't be inside. I do it. It fucking goes far, right? But I look at it and it's inside. And I'm like, it's inside. Yeah, wait, we're never gonna fix that. I go, motherfucker, I've been here for 2 hours. But we all love him to death. We love him to.
Wait,
anyway,
46 swings right now? Come on, man, Chris. I know you have like 12, but I mean.
Let me name him?
No.
Okay.
No, when we played it back home,
you
were switching fucking swings every other fucking hole.
Yeah.
He'd say, I try this one, and then you get a bogey. And then the next hole, I'm going to try this one, get a double bogey. Then
and here's what's sad. I'm verbally saying it. Like most people might change some shit. You might see somebody do some shit like this. Okay. I'm going, you know what I'm going to do? Doug, what's his name? Maud. English dude. He said, Mo Norman always did this. Why aren't
Yeah, and then they just try it. Then they just say, fuck it, I'm going to go do what Mo Norman
par,
did.
it works. Fuck Mo Norman. Okay, who else? Ledbetter. I need to get a hat like Ledbetter. I made him not look up.
Oh my God.
But here's what's funny. I think I'm crazy, and then I talk to other people. Everybody has their version of crazy. JR has never, ever played and not bought some shit in the gift shop.
That's JR though.
Not shirts and trinkets, irons and drivers.
No, it's not true. Listen,
Who buys a new
we
driver
went to
after you fucking hit the shit? We just played Lakeside.
yeah.
The motherfucker was striping it. I go, where you going? He said, they got this driver on hold for me. Why? No, the new one is out. I go, the old one works. Yeah, but just watch. I said, so where's your other stuff? You can come get it. There's like 6 of them at my house.
I sent you one.
I know, he sent me one.
But I love that about him. Like when I go to the pro shop, like we had an early flight. We landed in Miami like at 6 a.m. 7 a.m. we're at the hotel having coffee, having breakfast. And then he's like, well, what the fuck we gonna do? He's like, I'm a member down the street. All right, let's go. Now the thing is, we're in sweats, whatever. He's like, I got a locker, I ain't tripping. We walk in and JR goes to the locker room. He's dipped like head to toe and everything. I was like, hey, JR, I'll pay for it. Don't trip. I'm gonna get some gear too, right? I want to get some, some country club golf gear. And it was a trip because the lady's like, yeah, put it on your account. Okay, yeah, I got it. Don't worry about it. But every time, yeah, he's.
Listen, when I was at the Grove, I go into the pro shop. I bought a gang of shit, right? I said, has anybody ever bought this much? They laughed. I said, this is $2,000 worth of shit. They said, JR was here last week. I said, you don't even have to fucking say another word. Don't you say another word. And then he had to tell me anyway. He bought 3 of everything. I was like, God. But I just realized he has so many houses, he has to have shit everywhere.
It's the closet,
So he
man,
can't,
like Joe
he'll
Higgins
never
said.
say, I forgot my new Cleveland or my new whatever. It's right there. It's right there. There's a newer one in Sherman Oaks, but he has another one in Miami as well as in Jersey, as well as in Denver.
I mean, bro, we had a really nice, big ass premium suite at the Ritz-Carlton in Ball Harbor.
Mm-hmm.
Gave JR one right across, like a nice one.
Right.
I try to knock on this motherfucker's door. He's like, I'm gone. So where'd you go? I said, I went to my crib instead, man. And I'm like, look
Yeah, I
at
went
this
home, bro. I can't home, bro. I stay in hotels too much, man. I gotta go home.
But the fact that you got a home there is hilarious. No matter where you go, man. We got to do this thing in Nova Scotia. Perfect. I got a condo right on the water. In Nova Scotia? Yeah. This guy, I got a tattoo artist up here. Look at this. Only Canadians can make a maple leaf like that. Why you have a maple leaf? You ain't Canadian? No, but their syrup is fucking incredible. So I got a maple leaf here.
What's like a really funny, memorable experience you've had with one of these like celebrities, comedians that you played with?
Playing golf? Obama.
Oh,
right?
shit.
Yeah. But so we went to go visit some friends in Connecticut, right? And we were in, I forget the name of the city. It was all white. I think it might have been called All White Connecticut, right? When we landed, they gave me a sticker that said 4, my kid 5, my daughter 6, and my wife 7. Yeah. We were the 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th person to ever come here, right? And so, black people. So, I thought I got to laugh. Anyway, so I posted, they had a place called Dark Harbor. It was an ice cream shop, right? And I said, Dark Harbor, this is where black people get ice cream. I said something right. So Shannon Allen, Ray's wife, sees it, and she said, where are you guys going? I said, we're going to New York. She goes, well, you got to stop in Connecticut first. We live in LA. We don't know East Coast math and maps. Like, I don't know that you have to go this way to go to here. So we go, sure. I get there, and Ray pulls up with 21 people. People are just getting out the car. It looked like clowns, right? Just people, tall, light-skinned kids with backpacks and fucking Nikes getting out the car. It was like a fucking, it was Ringling Brothers and Jordan Bailey Circus, right? They're just taking out the flyest gear that we won't ever get. And I go, what are you doing? He goes, I'm dropping the kids off, and then I'm going back to Martha's Vineyard to play with 44. That's how, when you know him, you call him 44. And I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. And he goes, so I said, why? He says, well, I told him I had to come home. The kids have to start school. And he's like, well, Shannon can do that. You should come back. I said, so when are we coming back? So we dropped Shannon off. I kissed my wife and kids, and I got in the car, and we drove to Martha's Vineyard. And I got to play with 44. But not immediately, because he had Ray, Alonzo Mourning, and Cyrus Walker, right? And so I'm playing with the help, right? The aides, his assistants. And so I'm playing with them, and whatever, I'm in company with the president, right? So the next day, he dressed, and then the next day we play again, and I'm with the the help. And I'm like, listen, I'm gonna have to put cocaine in Alonzo's morning luggage or something because Alonzo's morning's luggage. I need to go play with y'all. They're like, hey, so whatever. I'm playing with the help. This is so disrespectful. And at the turn, I'm playing so bad because I'm jealous because they're with Halle Berry and I'm with Chuck Berry. And I decide to quit. I said, I'm done, right? So I'm tired. I'm there. All of a sudden, Cyrus comes driving by. I said, what's wrong with you? He's like, I got food poisoning. Go play with the president. I was like, for some reason, I felt better. So I drive up. He's like, hey, Chris, nice of you to join us. I said, sir, I just went from Southwest to Air Force One in 3 minutes. And then I got to play. And then every year since then, I play with them.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
So how's Obama's game?
Man.
He could play. And I didn't want him to be able to be good so I could talk shit. We bet every time we play. But he can play. Left-handed, he plays this little draw. You know what I mean? And he doesn't really get in any trouble. You know what I mean? Some people are just steady.
Is he conservative though, pretty much? Is that what it is?
He's conservative.
Yeah.
But yet he's a Democrat. Yeah, no, he's very conservative. And he's not going to hit it far, but he's never in trouble. But if he is, there's Secret Service to make sure.
They find the
The
ball.
funniest thing in the world. So I played with him when he was the president, and I played with him when he wasn't the president, right? So when he was the president, the security was ridiculous, right? There are people in cars. There's a dude, the security. They're flanking. So there's 4 or 5 dudes in front of us, maybe 6, triangle. There's people on the side of us in carts. There's people behind us walking. There's a dude whose finger is on the trigger. If he sneezed, it would go, hi. You hear me? There's so much security. There's so much security that one time I hit my ball into the bushes. I'm looking for it. A dude comes out and goes, and keeps walking. I go, who the fuck are you? Everywhere. There's people in the fucking water, air, and then it got
In the air, there was people while you were playing?
I mean, I don't know if they were with him. It could have been paparazzi, you know what I mean? But there's people everywhere. Yeah. Yeah.
And you guys played the Farms or
Farm
the
Net.
other
Yep,
one?
Farm Net.
Farm
Yep.
Net.
And then we also
Yeah.
played the other one too.
Martha's Vineyard.
Yeah, the Vineyard Haven.
Yeah, Vineyard Haven.
Yeah, Vineyard, something like that. Yeah, both of them.
Did he
That's a
say anything
cool
about your
place.
game? Did he compliment you at all?
He's a shit talker.
What?
Oh my God. You don't know about that?
What swing
Barry?
did you use when you played with him?
Yes, I use Ron number 36 swing. Yeah, he's a shit talker. And it's
You pick it
weird.
out like the barbershop.
because-
Yeah, let me get number 9.
Yes. It's weird to talk shit back to him because my natural instinct is to talk shit, right? But nobody's laughing. What you got on today? Oh, okay. Those are dope, sir.
This episode is brought to you by Long Drink, the Finnish Long Drink. Long Drink is a big supporter of ours and a big supporter of the game of golf, and damn, is it delicious. Find it near you at longdrink.com.
Hey, Chris, you had a special lately. How did it go? I wanna
Oh,
hear
yeah.
some-
So a dream came true. I shot a special a long time ago, a 30-minute special on Showtime. And I think only people who lived on this side of the 110 saw it. You have to live like the 10 to 110. It was like, I think 15 people saw the whole special in the whole country. And so I recently was going to shoot a special. I had a verbal from a couple of networks. Kevin Hart was going to produce it as well. And then I just said to myself, you know what? I need to do it on my own. I need to put my destiny in my own hands. So I self-financed, actually with some friends of ours, and I shot it myself. I shot at the Cicada restaurant downtown in this beautiful 1940s looking lounge, chandeliers, lights. I lost some weight. I wore a nice suit that it took, because I had to let these other people know,
Right.
you know what I mean, that I'm better than you. You know what I mean? So I had to make the club look better than you. I had to make it the way it looks look better than you. And then I had to look better than you. You know what I mean? So, because I feel as of late, specials aren't that special. You turn on Netflix and it's like, who the fuck is, yeah. They got some dude from Poland who can do impressions and all of a sudden he's got a Netflix special. And, some Nigerian dwarf who can juggle and spit fire and tell riddles. He has a Netflix. I had to figure out a way to separate myself. And so that's why I did it here, which is also supposedly a taboo, because they say LA audiences don't laugh. right? A lot of comedians don't shoot their specials here. And I go, no, they don't laugh at you. They've been laughing at me all my life. So I shot it here, and everybody was there. Everybody we grew up was there. Everyone was there. It was incredible.
Was Daryl there?
Daryl was there. No, Daryl didn't come, but I have a picture with Daryl and Alex from last night. Buddy Lewis had his 60th birthday party. So we have a friend named Daryl Heath, who is
I went to high school with him.
the GOAT in terms of comedy. I don't bow down to nobody. Chappelle, Damon, Rock, Hart. I can figure out their moves. This guy right here, he can tell you, he's known it before me. This motherfucker is a comedy Ginsu guru. He paints pictures like nobody. Any comedian you have in here, ask him about Daryl Heath. He's almost like the GOAT, Earl Manigault. You hear these stories about him jumping up and taking the cord off the top of the backboard? He's that guy. Because so a lot of these guys hear about Daryl, but they don't know him. What's this guy, Daryl Heath? It's like a mystery to them. You know what I mean? So he was there last night at Buddy's party.
Damn.
Yeah.
And Buddy, we played with?
Buddy Lewis, yes. So Buddy turned 60. I know he looks like he's been 60, but he actually turned 60 the other day.
What was your favorite part about the night?
My kids were actually working with me, right?
Oh,
They
that's
both ironically had school projects. They could be lying. And so they were doing still photography and shooting behind the scenes videos of it. And so that was great. And then to have, it's great to make the audience laugh, right? I do that nightly. But there was a lot of comedians that were there, your peers cheering you on. That's different. You know what I mean? Like showing you support, and like Guy Torrey was there.
GT.
Yes. And, he said he was coming, but he actually took care of me like he was my manager / nurse. Like my on the first show, my throat was, this motherfucker was going to the store and getting honey and telling people you got to get away. He needs time. I'm like, am I more famous than I thought? Thank you. Do I owe you anything? Is this some prison shit? Like, is something gonna happen later? And so, because you're being a little too nice, sir.
Fuck, my neck hurts.
Yes. Oh, you're being a little too nice, sir. I don't know what this means. You're not gonna braid my hair, and I'm gonna hold your belt loop as we walk around. And he really took care of me, and so it made the second show even that more delightful. So to see 10, 15 comedians in my dressing room eating all my shit was incredible.
I was wondering about golf content. I know you got some, tell us about that thing you showed me, these decks. What do you got?
So the show that I'm pitching that nobody wants. But there's another thing. You see all these people, this is a crew, cameras. We can shoot this shit ourselves. It's about, in my business, we usually have to go create some stuff and then you go tap dance in front of these people and pitch it. Those days are over. You see that camera right there? See them? These are expensive cameras. We can go shoot the shit ourselves. So I'm starting to shoot proof of concepts and go here. Because sometimes they can read it and they don't get it. But if you can show them, right? You can show them how good it is, how fun it is, and then the access that I don't really need you to help cast this. You know what I mean? Who's this Malbon? Everybody's wearing Malbon. Well, we have a fucking clothing sponsor already. He's given us a check. He actually produced all this. I don't have to wait for you. So the show I was pitching, along with Chris and CJ Paul, was about the caddies, right? We went and played at Sage Valley. Have you guys played Sage Valley? Mm-hmm. So here's the rumor, the story. There's a guy who created Sage Valley because he couldn't get a membership at Augusta.
Yeah.
So he's like, okay, I'll show you. So he created a course about 20 miles down the street that was supposed to be better than Augusta, right? But he actually mirrored Augusta. Yeah. Not necessarily the holes, but the caddies were all white overalls. If you win, you get a green jacket. So Will Lowry is with me. Huh?
The azaleas, the pine straw.
Yeah. When I say you're
it's
like
close.
This looks like McDowell's.
Right. Okay.
So Will Lowry, who's a good friend of ours and can't hold his tongue. Man. The dude comes in to sit, the owner, right? And Will's just staring at him. I said, "What are you about to do?" Will stutters first. I'm gonna go ask him. I said, "Don't go ask him. Don't ask. No. I just got to find out if it's true." I said, "Don't do it." I look like this. I'm talking to somebody. I turn around. Will's over there. Hey, hey, is it true? No, the guy walked by. Hey, is it true that you couldn't get into Augusta? He says it like
aggressive.
You couldn't get to Augusta, so you made this course. That's not true. All right, I built this. I was like, well, You could tell by the way he said it. That's what really happened. But Will couldn't fucking. It looks just like Augusta.
I mean, but still, is the course nice?
It's
Hell yeah.
immaculate.
It's a Fazio masterpiece. Fazio, he doesn't miss. Correct? You ever play a bad Fazio course?
Never.
The Preserves Fazio.
The Preserve. This is why I know black people invented fucking golf. Because when you walk in here, they'll be like, use your 4-iron. Like, lay up. Don't cheat. That was a double bogey.
You know what I'm going to ask you, bro?
Yes.
Have you ever played with Sam Jackson before?
Yes.
Is Sam really legit? Is he good?
Fuck yes. And he's a shit talker too. I'll tell you my Sam
I can
Jackson
imagine. Of
story.
course. Come on, it's Gator, man. Of course.
So I'm playing Mountain Gate. Me, Sam, Johnny Gill, who gave me my first set of real clubs.
Johnny Gill can play?
What?
Wow.
Yes. You got to remember, think about all the black people who had money in the 90s, and when we was hooping and shit, they was fucking playing golf. Right. So Johnny Gill, Sam. So Sam is talking shit to me. Right? I'm like, you guys mind if I talk shit back? And you know, my shit talk is a little different, right? So I know how to cut you. Like, I'm this guy. You hit me, but you didn't know I went like this, right? By your fucking, with a little ass sharp razor, right? So this motherfucker is bleeding out and don't know what happened. So he hits a ball. He hits a ball out of bounds, right? And this is when he just finished doing Star Wars. I said, that ball is Obi-Wan Kenobi. I didn't play with him again for about 14 years.
Damn.
I was like, oh, well, we're not supposed to talk shit back. Because you know, when you're the celebrity, everybody's kissing your ass. And
Yeah, no, fuck all that. I like when, you know.
not golf, we're on an even playing field, man. I don't give a fuck who you are. I'm trying to fucking go at you. Whether we're betting or not. I need to go tell people, you know whose ass I whooped today. You know what I mean?
That's how I felt like we was at Riv the other day with Cheeto.
Yes.
Like, you know what? It's done. You know,
done, sure.
it's cool.
But I'm trying to fucking
I'm trying to kick his ass.
You trying to win.
I like Iron Man too, but shit.
Let me tell you what's a fucking lie in golf, okay? You're not playing against the people you're with. You're playing the course. The course ain't never took $200 from me.
Hey, I got a funny story,
Maybe
man.
in the pro shop. Well, JR 2000.
Hey, JR Steven. So I have this enormous Korean celebrity, like the Brad Pitt of Korea. And we hit to Angeles. And Chris is in a foursome right before us. So I'm like, oh shit, me and Chris on a course together. Besides like George Lopez shit, whatever. When we finished the round, I'm like, hey, what did Chris shoot? Then you shot like an 86 or something. and Steven, I shot an 83 that day. I felt so good. I called Ron. I was like, hey, bro, I got.
But he stopped at 16.
No, I didn't. Fuck you. You full of shit. You capping.
I was like, where you going? He said, I got to go pick up the kids. But I shot an 83. I said, motherfucker, there's 2 more holes.
Nah.
There's 2 more holes.
But that was like, I know for you don't think that was like a big deal for me because like, I was like, shit.
But this motherfucker, first of all, let me just say what's funny, right? Like, he was rolling with 2 groups of like Korean all-stars. Like, I didn't know K-pop played fucking golf, right? He's got 3 pros with him. Another motherfucker who I watch on fucking video trying to imitate, he's like swing number 68. I try to copy him, so they're excited to see me, but they have no idea I'm excited to see them. You know what I mean? And it's like, Ben is fucking, what's the equivalent of? I don't want to say R. Kelly. He is, he is their star. You know what I mean? And you know, they're like happy to be, they're already playing with him and they're excited. You see what Ben just did? I go, Ben? I've known the motherfucker since he was 17. I'm like, Ben. Here's what's funny. I didn't know you were Ben Baller. I didn't know you were fucking Ben Baller. I'm looking at something. I've heard Ben Baller. I see all the fucking jewelry people going on. And they go, there he is right there. I go, who? Ben. That's Ben Baller. Yeah. This motherfucker used to be a dancer. He's the diamond dude.
You know, it's funny because I kind of felt like I like not really get out of Hollywood, but like I got out of like the black comedy scene and all that stuff. And I just decided to get focused.
Right.
And at the time, I was a record executive. And this was during the Arsenio Hall, you know, late night, everything, boom. So Vibe Magazine was the biggest, you know, black media site, whatever, boom. And they decided to launch a TV show on network television. And when they announced he was going to be the fucking host, it was like a big deal. And like, you didn't have cell phones and text people this. I mean, people had phones, but you had to have like be Russell Simmons.
We had Skyway two-way pagers.
Yeah, but even before that.
No, this is before that. You're right.
So like when he, you know, I remember I saw you. I forgot where it was. We were at some party. I was really hyped because I was a big fucking deal from like, you know, I remember like, I don't think it was you. It might have been Daryl. Daryl was like, yo, I think I'm gonna get a Pathfinder. That was like the hottest car in the street. And you're talking about getting a commercial, getting this, and then you got that job. And I remember after that, I didn't see you for like a good like 7 or 8 years. And that's when I turned into a jeweler.
I went to South Africa and cried for like 2 years. Dave Chappelle wasn't the first. No, yeah, it was so funny. And then I actually saw you again when you came out on stage with Lopez.
Oh, yeah.
What the fuck is
But man, I mean, would you say like you've seen a flux of celebrities playing golf ever since like, you know, because you were in it OG.
Yeah.
And then like, you know, obviously the COVID one, it went crazy during COVID.
Right. Yeah.
Was there another surge you saw, or is right now like nothing you've ever seen?
No, I there's another surge. And like every time I go somewhere, people tell me, yo, I know you play golf, right? Just because people think I'm richer than I am because of my Instagram, right? Because I'm at the fucking preserve. I'm playing Augusta. I'm playing Pebble. They don't know that I'm +1. So
America's guest for real.
I am +1. Who you bringing, Chris? So, so they think I'm, you know, balling. So they all know. Everybody knows I play golf. So everybody wants to, you know, ask me questions about who plays, who's good, which swing is that, and so there's another group of young guys who are tired of getting hurt on the basketball court that play golf. So every time I go to the course, I'm seeing somebody else. You know what I mean?
Let me ask you one for the golfers. If someone wants to play who's never played, they're picking it up at a later point in their life or even as a younger person, give them a little like real advice on how can they get their head around it?
So don't go try to buy the most expensive set of clubs for sure, right? And then also don't go use your grandfather's blades. All right, that was a different time. And you know, have you ever seen like these old Wilson?
Yeah.
I bought some, right? Thought I could hit them. No, I shave with them now. Right? So go to, you know, Play It Against Sports or one of these places, get a used set of clubs, and go get some instructions immediately, right? And try to listen and follow whatever this person's telling you because he is a professional instructor for a reason, right? Wait till later that you actually understand the game before you start switching instructors, because that's what I did. You know, I had, you show me something. If you were late, I was trying to see what he was talking about. You know what I mean? Yeah. And you guys are in stalls, 3 stalls next to you, and you look good and you look good. And so, but you guys have 2 different philosophies.
Right.
And so I have all these philosophies. And then there's, don't get bombarded with what you see in all the magazines and YouTube. And don't try to emulate whoever the last winner was, because that's what's going to happen. Like right now, everything is John Rahm, right? Everybody now is trying to shorten their backswing.
Yeah.
I saw a dude with a hammer trying to create a club foot. Like, don't. These dudes are professionals.
Oh, shit, John, if you're watching, I'm sorry, man.
They're professionals, and they're great for a reason. He does whatever he does because he had this handicap that, you know, he had to, so you're not going to be them. You know what I mean? Like I saw this dude, big old dude, right? Trying to do something. He was purposely trying to cross and keep his elbow out, right? And then he's doing something with his hip. I said, what are you doing? He said, I'm trying to be Freddie Couples. I said, motherfucker, you're built like a couple of Freddies, okay? You can't do him, okay? He's been doing it all his life. Whatever he's doing this for a reason, right? He didn't. That's how he swung. Furyk does this for a reason. You know what I mean? These people, so you just can't try to go beat them. So study what he's telling you, and then once you get a little bit better, or maybe, you know, it's not working, then go and try other instruction.
You know what though? To go back at that was why Ron was saying, he was like, yo, you're a blank canvas.
Right.
He's like, someone like Chris, he's got too much goddamn information in his brain. and he's watching everyone else's swings. I'm not talking shit. I'm just saying,
it's
like,
real.
And then going back to the grandfather blade things, we were out one time and Swing Dr. Keith and all of them were all out. You were there, and that dude brought that persimmon driver out. I was like,
Right.
oh, my dad played with something like this.
Right.
I never knew that what that term hit it on the screws meant until I really saw real
Exactly.
fucking screws in the thing.
Absolutely. Yeah.
But how far you think you could hit one of those things?
I've tried it.
Oh, you have?
Yeah.
200?
I use it on a putting green. I couldn't hit it. I couldn't hit it.
You know, I hit it once with Trotty and Stranger over there at Goat Park.
Uh-huh.
And that thing is like the hardest thing to hit in the world.
First of all,
But your shit went like 230, right? Went far?
I mean, it was like 225.
Yeah, no, I hit it
like-
like
That's
I hit it like 170. But the sweet spot is this big.
Tiger just said last week, he said he was hitting them. I saw him on the TV, and he said he was hitting them, but he was carrying it 290 because he can hit it in the middle of the club. So, like,
Right.
Wait,
That-
Tiger was
it
hitting a
goes just-
persimmon 290.
yeah, because he hits it in the middle. He
Right.
hits it on the screws. The reason it's it's not that they go a lot shorter. They're just not forgiving.
sweet spot.
If you barely miss it, it's
You
a
miss-
disaster.
You
If
gotta
hit
hit
in
it.
the middle.
There's those 4 screws. You gotta hit it
Yeah.
right in the middle. If it hits a
Yes.
fucking screw, you're screwed. And that's where the term came from, guys.
Yeah,
You're screwed.
So
hit
what,
it on the screws.
So what? Damn, is that really where it came from? You just made that up. What clubs are you playing with right now?
So I am now. I think I'm a PXG ambassador.
Oh yeah.
So PXGs. They just sent me Generation 6, and they're fucking. I got the black ones, right? For
Do they make putters?
yep.
Okay, so you're using it.
Yep.
So the whole
And
bag.
They're so nice that I don't want to play with them, right? And I played with them yesterday, and they're dirty. So you like people who don't clean their clubs, which is another pet peeve of mine. Got a couple
Don't
pet peeves.
understand them.
If you got fucking covers on your irons,
That ain't it.
go away, right? You don't belong here. This isn't for you. I hate people who don't have head covers on their woods. Like you see motherfuckers just walking around clanging. I'm like, you're either rich or poor, and I'm in the middle. I don't need you around me, right? And then people who don't clean their clubs. I got friends whose clubs fucking dirt and soil and
They
peanut
wonder
butter
why they
and
can't hit
jelly.
a good shot.
Yeah, you can't hit a good shot because it can't get to the fucking metal, which is supposed to give the propelling. Because you got fucking earth in the grooves.
Man, we were on the range in Miami one time, and I seen Ray give this kid instructions. 'Cause you know, Ray wants to help everybody.
The nicest
He's
guy in the
greatest-
world.
Literally,
That's
one of
Ray
the
Allen,
greatest
people. That's
humans
a
in
friend
the
of
world.
me and JR.
we were on the range, and this kid who like he obviously wants to get into the game or whatever, and he's literally hitting damn near out of the mud. Like I'm sitting here looking like, how do you expect to hit anything? Everybody else is hitting off of the grass. He finds the worst place to hit out of.
Mm-hmm.
He's sitting there trying to hit fades and draws, and Ray goes over there and politely tells him like, you know why you're not good? You're never going to be good. I'm like, damn, Ray, that's crazy. He's like, you planning on hitting out of the mud. You're practicing bad shots already. You can't even hit the ball straight on a good lie. I'm sitting here like, damn.
That's how he
Like,
talks.
but
too.
so many bad people, like so many people who just started the game really don't know that. Like they'll just
No.
put the ball anywhere and just try and hit it. It's like, bro, it don't work like that.
It doesn't.
In
Gotta
my
be
bag.
like you.
It's already hard enough.
No, I was asking. So, what is your favorite club in your bag?
When you first start off, at least I think you have a favorite club, right? And it's usually something, excuse me, below a 7 iron or low, right? Because I'm pretty consistent with that. But when you get to be as good as me, I hit all the motherfuckers bad. You know what I mean? You ever fucking try to lay up? Like, yo, I'm not gonna reach, or I could reach. You know what I'm gonna do? Bunt this little 6 iron, and you fucking top that motherfucker.
And you still got 230 to the
You
green.
still got 230. It's like I'm trying to be conservative. I can't call any club my favorite club.
All right,
'Cause
what's,
they all-
what's the club you hate in your bag?
Hate at time. Me and the 3-wood. Like, I guess you know what happens with the 3-wood too? You want to fucking grip it, and I end up usually topping it. And if we're gonna go in Ron's instructions, he doesn't believe in, people like to say they stood up in the shot. You change, your grip pressure changes, right? And so, Ron, so he's like, next time, you're doing it, if you could put your one finger in your ear and swing, the shit will go straight. Some bullshit Ron shit I'm talking about. You know, Ron gives
I've heard a lot of them.
Ron
I've heard
gives you a
one finger in
fix.
your ear.
What about the close your eyes at the top of the swing?
Listen, now, this motherfucker right here, we're playing. That wasn't the preserve today. What was the day before?
One of them.
One of them courses up north. And this motherfucker he tells me to take it to the top, close my eyes, and fucking swing. Do it again. Do it again. Do it again. Let's go play. Try it. What'd you do? I closed my eyes. Yeah, do it again. Yeah. So it's all about fucking being loose. The more liquidy and language you could be, the better you could fucking. That's one thing that's great about your swing and your swing.
No, he's
right? You
super
motherfucker.
loose.
He's fucking. You guys ain't old enough, but there was this thing called the Yogi Kudu. There was this brother that was on fucking That's Incredible when we were kids. This motherfucker was like 7'9", and he fucking fit into a fucking Nike shoebox.
I remember that, bro.
I knew you were going. I kept looking at you going, you're going to jump in a second.
Yeah.
He was. He had no bones, so this motherfucker was able to fucking contort. You have to be, in the words of Bruce Lee, and this isn't racist, you have to feel like you have to be, don't you know when people do that? Just because I say something Asian, you got to go, no offense.
That motherfucker's Chinese. I'm Korean, bro. I don't care.
Yeah, no, I know. But, I'm just saying that's what makes it even worse. That they would say that. No offense. What's that? You got Bruce Lee on your fucking arm. I'm going to tell your family. Because I know there's another Korean guy who's better than him now that you should have on your arm. Be like water. You know what I mean? And the best swings I've done is when I'm fucking like water. You're so loose. Right?
That's why when I shut my eyes at the top, I have no idea where the ball is.
Right.
And so there's no chance of tightening up. I just gotta fucking turn.
And you get all the way. Some people like fake a finish. Your ass is way the fuck over there.
But like when JR swings, no offense to anybody in this room, just saying, it looks literally like he looks like a PGA Tour pro.
He does.
It's so fucking fluid and so goddamn fucking athletic.
Yeah.
Shit look
until
fucking
it goes
beautiful.
50 yards out of bounds.
I don't care about all that. I'm just saying that
still
shit look good.
We're talking about the picture.
Hold the follow through.
Yes, hold the follow.
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
JR hits the ball. It's not fair.
Bro, I talked about it on many episodes. When I seen that 275 with 3-wood off the deck, like I've never I play with tour
But
pros.
here's the other thing we got to remember. He's 6'12", right? And he's already stronger than us. And then professional athletes have another gear that we don't have.
Yeah.
I'm playing in the Bahamas with Chris Paul. He's a friend of ours. And that's him right there. I'm playing the Bahamas with Chris Paul. I am whooping his ass. We get to 18. He goes, let's play for 100. I said, how about 200? He goes, okay. He goes over to the tee. He does something. I go, this motherfucker became somebody else. What movie is it? Which golf movie is it? It wasn't Bagger Vance. What's the one with Matt Damon? Is that Bagger Vance? No.
Yeah, that's Bagger
when he was
Vance.
playing against the pros, and then what's his name was laughing, and all of a sudden he got quiet, and then they put the light on him. What movie was that?
Bobby Jones.
No, it wasn't Bobby Jones. It was Bobby Jones. Anyway, one of those great white golf movies. And all of a sudden, everything, the way they shot it, everything got quiet. And it was
You can see
just
the field.
this. Huh?
It's called
And
the field.
all of a sudden,
The
I
field, yeah.
saw it live with fucking Chris Paul. We've been joking about how he's like, yeah, okay, 100, 200 years, okay. Like, what the fuck did he just do? I go, 280 down the middle. I go, wait a minute. What the fuck? Boom. And then he had it was a par 5. Then he hit another fucking hybrid straight. Boom. He's on the green. No, he gets in the sand. I go, this is where he has trouble. On the green, birdie. Keep your money. I go, hey, motherfucker, what did you just do? I called him Sandbagger Vance. Yo, they have another, JR has another gear when it's time to focus, when some shit's on the line, he just can do this. They're different.
You know who got it so bad, and it like drives me crazy because I know when it's about to happen, and I see it almost every time. Ray.
Oh yeah, right. It's like
Ray
when you
does that,
guys.
like,
It's like
oh, my
when you're about to
goodness.
shoot some free throws. You know what I mean? All of a sudden, they know how to fucking quiet. There's people jumping. There's people, and not even girls, fat dudes showing their titties and trying to distract you, and you guys can block all that out. Yeah, Ray is incredible at that. Just
Do you have like a routine? Do you believe in hitting the range like 20 minutes before?
absolutely an
Okay.
hour.
I hate that when some of my friends just go play.
Yeah. No, I'm
Don't
not
practice.
there.
That's what you do.
Mark Ravlin can do that. Mark Ravlin can just jump out the car and go play. Right. I need to warm up. I don't know which swing I'm gonna use.
Yeah, he
Man.
needs an hour. He got to run through.
Listen,
fucking
30 minutes
40
is swinging,
swings.
20 minutes is looking at YouTube, and then another 15 I gotta call Ron and say, I'm sorry, I didn't do your swing all this time.
And then playing with you when I'm playing with him and we were playing in Monterey, fucking Ron's calling every 3 holes. What swing's he doing?
Yes.
Tell him to go back to the other one. It's not going to work.
Yo, this motherfucker called one of my lessons. He calls. And Ron goes, hold on. I was like, bro, what are you doing? And he goes, Steven's playing right now. I'm about to give him a lesson. I'm like, you're about to go right now there? And he goes, no, he's going to FaceTime me. This motherfucker got a 7-minute lesson from Ron during my lesson.
Which is great from him because all you need,
I don't need much.
he says, he'll look at you and go,
And he
do
fixed
this.
him.
Oh yeah. But here's what's great. I can fix Ron. Ask Ron. Cause
He can fix me too. So it's once you've gone with Ron for as long as, he has. When I'm playing with him, if I hit one wrong, he's just going to tell me, oh, pick up your right toe or fucking pull one of Ron's joints back that'll clear anyone up. Like that, shut your eyes at the top of the swing. Like that will clear a lot of shit.
Let me tell you something that you do that you taught me when you had the store. By the way, he had the greatest fucking store here.
We're
in
reopening
LA.
Melrose
Please,
Place.
I read it.
Thank
Melrose
you.
Place.
What do you think? I saw it. I was over there
Thanks.
shopping the other day, looking at shit
Oh,
I
you
can't
saw
afford. I was like, I could afford fucking Malbon. So, I swear to God, let me tell you what's so great about this fucking store. He had this fucking simulator, right?
Yeah.
And I would stop by to buy time for traffic. I got to live in the valley. I go hit that motherfucker for 2 hours. Are you going to buy anything, sir? Not now. I'm on number 3 at Pebble, please. Because on those courses you can fucking do shit. And it was always incredible that I'm so glad you're getting the store back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Me too.
Hey Chris, do you have like a routine you go to if it's not working? Like you got 48 swings in golf, like you can go on stage.
I have an
like,
emergency swing that's all arms. Right? And I probably should use this swing because it goes straight every time. Right? Matter of fact, when I got so fucking exhausted at Hillcrest, it was my arm swing. My problem is the aesthetics of what my swing looks like. Like if I never saw my swing, I'd probably be scratch. But I'd play well, and then I'd look at it and go, God damn it, I did this, and my shit is, you know what I mean? That's another thing for you young people out there.
Yeah.
Don't look at your shit. It's
Yep.
going to look awful. And so my problem is always trying to figure, even Ron has the fucking camera on all day. I said, hey, motherfucker, are you going to play somewhere? I was like, you're 10 cup, motherfucker. If you ain't going to play in no tournaments, turn the camera off. You're talking about us being all over the place. If our fucking teachers are quack, we're going to be quacks.
He told me yesterday, he said that we had Rory or Cameron Champ or some of those dudes were at the shop on Fairfax and hitting the long drive because I have a hurt elbow right now. So he's telling me go check with the doctor and don't fuck up, do what's right. And he said that he tells everybody don't do that long drive where you like pop your left hip and pop the left leg because he's like anti that. He's on the whole no violent shit. So he said after Rory was in there hitting the long drives that he had the key and he would train out of there. So he'd go at like 7 a.m. and be on the fucking simulator and all that. He said 3 swings in a row, he popped his left hip as hard as he could and that's why his knees all fucked up.
Exactly.
It came from him trying to do what Rory did. And he always, when I was at the Players, when I'm at the Masters, he's calling me, writing me messages and fouled like, hey, fuckhead, don't watch the pros. Like, don't try to
We're
do
all
what they're
victim.
doing.
I don't care who you are. Tiger's watching the pros. Butch Harmon is watching other teachers. Like, we all love golf. We're all trying to get better.
Yeah, true.
You know what I mean? And so Ron fucked his knee up so bad for a while, right?
Yeah.
That one time we're at Lakeside, and I say, Pat Perez, this is my buddy Ron. He goes, oh, yeah, I heard of him, yeah. And then Ron walks away, right? Because his knee is fucking hurting. Pat Perez says, is that guy a rodeo clown? I said, what? I said, wherever he lives or used to live, he says, I know how those guys walk from, fucking wrangling horses and shit. And Ron's knee was fucking like this. And I swear to God, I looked over and Ron turned around and he had a red ball on his nose. I was like, oh shit, no. I said he hurt his knee doing some shit he shouldn't have done.
Fuck.
But his swing is so full of, but no, you know what I think of one of swing like 68? 69. You told me once that, because Ron always tells us to fucking, leave your head there, Annika Sorenstam, Dave Duvall. But you said, turn your head all the way. That's why you probably got all the way around. You fucking come to the top and your shit is gone. Right?
Just keep fucking turning.
You can't leave your body here if your shit is here.
It's a hell of a game, isn't it?
That's a hell of a game.
Yo, before we get out of here, man, I just wanted you to talk about Tee Up Diversity with Anthony Anderson. Can you tell us a little more about that?
So Anthony Anderson does a tournament every year, and it's usually in one of the most prestigious courses in Southern California. And Bill Hammond of Hammond Entertainment is one of the producers, and it's always star-studded. And what he does is a great cause. Last year, which was incredible, he had sneakers for everybody. So all the kids that came and all of us, there was Jordan that sponsored it. So there was boxes and boxes and boxes of sneakers for the kids. And I thought that was an extra special treat aside from the money that was donated from, everybody, the sponsors, the people who buy, tables and at the banquet and buy foursomes, like free shoes. Like everybody, I don't care who you are, loves free shit. Right?
I love it.
Even Jack Nicholson's at the Laker game. He's on the front row. If they start shooting that goddamn t-shirt gun, that motherfucker's... Could you get that shirt for me? Yeah, we all like free shit. So to see your favorite celebrities who to see CeCe Sabathia walking by with fucking 27 shoes, like, man, I love these tournaments. Like, so that was an extra special gift. Added bonus.
Yeah, man, I can't wait for next month. It's gonna be nice, man.
Absolutely.
I've had all I can take.
JR, you got anything you want to wrap it up with?
Yeah, I want to just ask you, what's the correlates like when you because golf is obviously an individual sport.
Mm-hmm.
Being on stage, being a comic is such an individual sport. Mm-hmm. Do you find anything that correlates the same for you in golf as you do in your comedy?
And this is probably why I'm not the greatest golfer, is because my strength in comedy is also my weakness. Like, to be a great comedian, you have to do the exact same thing, your act, if you're going to do a great special, over and 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 over again.
Yeah.
Right? And in golf, if you get some instruction, you have to have a pre-shot routine. I kind of do for like the first 3 or 4 holes. And then somebody has to say the word pre-shot routine. I'll be like, you're supposed to have that, ain't you? Yeah. And then I'll fucking try to create one. And so my gift on stage is my ability to ad-lib and let stuff that just happened to me right now, things in the moment, and make that funny. That's what happens to me on the golf course. Like, yo, now I'm in a situation that's different, danger. Right? And I've tried what he said before. You know what I mean? But I was watching the other day when Savory Pac did some, and she, whatever, and then now I'm messed up. Like, I should stay with the one instruction I got and continue with it. And so what's made my comedy better was, when you see my special, you'll see, like, he is better than everybody else, is that I finally focused and said, listen, this is the material I'm going to have to do for the next year and a half, so I can shoot this special. I can't keep creating new jokes and stuff that happens because I'm bombarded, just like I am with the golf magazines, YouTube, Ron, right. Keith.
Right.
And so that's, for me, you have to stand up. You have to, if you want to be great, you have to focus, and have a routine, a pre-shot routine in golf. And so, yeah, I think they're very similar.
That's a good ass analogy right there.
Like that.
Is there anything else, JR?
I'm good.
Yo, man, Chris, man, thank you for coming on.
Thank you. This is great.
I appreciate you, Chris.
I get to be with all 3 of my heroes. Like, you guys are all 3 of my heroes at different times. You know what I mean? You, the fucking shop, Fairfax, you with the amount of money you have to fucking buy drivers like it's candy. Like, who buys as many drivers as they have tees? He has a driver for every tee.
No, bro, he's crazy.
You know, you buy a bag of tees, he has a bag of fucking drivers.
Hey man, I went to shout out to my people over here. Damn, what's the name of it? Moon Golf. I just got rid of a bunch of old drivers and clubs and all that.
Oh
shit.
wow! So
yeah, I got a lot. I got a
1,700 kids will be able to play golf now. That's fucking incredible.
Well, guys, man, that is it. That is it for this episode of Part 3. My man, Chris Spencer. Yo, man, give it up for Chris Spencer, man.
Appreciate you, Chris. Thank you, bro.
We're signing off. We got my man, Stephen Malbon, legendary NBA champion, J.R. Smith, and me, your boy, the Wash Lord Ben Baller. We are out of here, y'all.
See you then.